Hey guys, it's Mike. So, welcome to my playthrough of Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, this is an interesting game as for in my playthrough history for a few reasons. First of all, I'm recording this game from a PlayStation 4 instead of a PlayStation 3. Almost all of my games previously have been on PlayStation 3 and therefore at 720p resolution. This is a PlayStation 4 game, and so it's going to be at full 1080p resolution. Also, the input method is slightly different. I'm going through HDMI to the capture device instead of through like an adapter, right? Second of all, it is part of a series, and I have not shown the whole series. And so you are kind of coming in. It's an ongoing, continuing series, so it's not like I can show it from start to finish because it's still going on. And as it stands right now, there's no sign of it ending. Um, Number three is that this is the first game I'm capturing where I have never played this game before. I have no idea what to do. I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea what's going to happen. Now, as it stands right now, the way my game capture system works is I'm usually on that couch back there. You can see behind me playing the game, and my computer is sitting by the TV recording the game. Now, that means when I want to do one of these little talks, I actually pause the action of the game, so to speak, come here, do the recording, and then I go back there. Because if I was to do it from back there, I would be much farther away. You wouldn't see much, like you wouldn't see my facial expressions and everything like that, especially since I shrink this down to fit into a small part of the screen. I'm going to see if I can experiment and see if there's a way I can use my alternate computer to do the capture of me while my main computer does the capture of the game. But right now, I'm not doing that. I'm just doing this. So you're going to not... Because the idea being, if I can capture me the whole time while I'm playing the game, you'll actually be able to get my reactions and commentary and things like that as I'm going. And I'll try and still let the focus be the game if I do that. But right now I don't have that set up, so I'm just not doing it. So let's talk about the Assassin's Creed series. The Assassin's Creed series is actually really, really interesting. So far, there has been 4 main consoles. There's been Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed 2 Revelations. So Assassin's Creed 2 was a trilogy. Then you had Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and now Assassin's Creed Unity. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is basically game 7 of the series. The series is a bit interesting in the way it's set. You might think that it's set in historic times, but it's actually set in modern times, and it's based around the concept that of genetic memory. The idea is all of our life experiences are recorded in our genetics and passed on to our ancestors, and a machine has been developed called the Animus, which allows people to dive into their genetic memory and experience the lives of their ancestors. Now, adding on to that, there's 2 factions. There's the Templars and there's the Assassins. The Templars believe that the masses, if left unchecked, would lead to anarchy and ruin, and therefore need control, order, and governance to be an effective society. Whereas the Assassins believe in individual freedom. They believe in the Assassin's Creed is nothing is true, everything is permitted. So they reject the idea of controlling authority, and there is guidance, and there is authority that comes with wisdom and experience and status. However, it is never in an overtly controlling manner. So the original Assassin's Creed game the historic period that they explored. And by the way, Ubisoft, who makes the games, created the series in large part to explore various historical time periods and settings. So the original Assassin's Creed game takes place in Crusades era Holy Land. So like Jerusalem, things like that. And in addition, and the assassin in that time period is an assassin called Altair. And in the present time, it focused on somebody named Desmond Miles, who comes from a line of assassins, but had rejected the training and everything like that, and struck out on his own. However, the Templars in modern times have basically, like, they've changed forms over history just to keep a low profile. And the Templars in modern times are a company named Abstergo. Abstergo does all kinds of things, from entertainment to medicine to all kinds of things, and they use this corporation kind of as a front for their society-dominating schemes. The assassins remain the assassins. They remain in the shadows. They remain a secret order, hidden, subtle, fighting against the Templars and Abstergo. So in Assassin's Creed 1, Desmond Miles has been captured by Abstergo, who want to use his genetic memory to find an artifact called a Piece of Eden, which they believe will help them control society. However, the assassins rescue Desmond from Abstergo, and the game, at the very end of the game, he walks out the doors for the first time of Abstergo, but then the game ends. You don't know what happens past that point. The Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy still follows Desmond, but this time he's with the assassins. They have an Animus as well, and they're using the Animus to explore Desmond's genetic ancestry in an attempt to foil Abstergo from trying to control the world. And the historic time period they visit there is Renaissance Italy. The assassin in the historic period is Ezio Auditore de Firenze. Sorry, I probably pronounced that wrong. Ezio Auditore de Firenze. I believe Assassin's Creed 2 has the best story of the entire series. It is the best told. It is the most richly developed and the most interesting story. If story is your focus, Assassin's Creed 2 is, in my mind, by far the best. Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2 Revelations have slightly weaker stories. They still follow Ezio. Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood takes place in Rome. Assassin's Creed 2 Revelations takes place in Constantinople / Istanbul. Enhance the gameplay, add new features of gameplay, but are really kind of like continuations of the Ezio story. I believe Brotherhood or Revelations has the best gameplay of any game in the entire series. Assassin's Creed 3 is, in my mind, the weakest of the entire series. If you are going to skip an Assassin's Creed series, that's the one to skip. It takes place in American Revolution period, the American Revolution historic period. And the assassin character that you play is named Connor Kenway, who is half Native American, half English, and quite frankly, he's a cardboard character. They wrote him very, very poorly. They kind of pulled you already know about Ezio, you already care about Ezio, you already know the story, so let's just get to it. In Brotherhood and Revelations, they didn't have to take the time to introduce you to the characters because you'd already been introduced. And they tried to do the same thing with Assassin's Creed 3, except you didn't know the character. So they were just trying to say, well, you already know what's going on, so let's just dive right into it, except you didn't know what was going on. It was the only continuity, per se, from Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy to Assassin's Creed 3 was Desmond. Now, if you are looking for the complete story experience, do play Assassin's Creed 3 because it completes the Desmond Miles story. But yeah, Connor Kenway is a badly written character. Very hard to care about him or what he's doing. And the game had some serious design flaws. There's one mission in particular that really frustrates me. A general is escaping on a horse. What you have to do is, you're riding a horse, You go up to the general, he starts fleeing, and you have to pursue him on your horse. If you fail, which is likely because it's a trial and error kind of game, then you start again. He's already on his horse running away, but you don't have your horse. You have to find a horse. And if he gets too far away, then you fail. And sometimes it takes longer for you to find a horse than it takes him to get far enough away for you to fail. So you fail before you even start. It was just a badly designed game and badly written. So I'm probably never going to play Assassin's Creed 3 ever again. Probably. There's always the room for me to change my mind. But don't count on me playing it as one of these, is what I'm trying to say. It actually was to the point where I said, Ubisoft has to impress me with the next game, otherwise I'm done. Assassin's Creed 4 impressed me. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. It was more, the Assassin's Creed 4 was golden age of piracy, like Blackbeard, everything like that, in the Caribbean. So I kind of jokingly say that Assassin's Creed 4 really shouldn't have been an Assassin's Creed game. It should have been a Pirates Code game, because the usual parkour-style city, like climbing onto rooftops, sneaking around a city, blending into crowds, everything like that, was kind of tossed by the wayside in favor of ship-to-ship naval combat and commandeering more ships and building up your own little island fortress, things like that. And that brings us to Assassin's Creed Unity. Assassin's Creed Unity takes place in revolutionary France. Now, that's all I know about the game, is that it takes place in revolutionary France. And I see that as a very good sign, because revolutionary France is an excellent setting for a return to what made Assassin's Creed great in the first place, and that is that, in a medieval or Renaissance, or in this particular case, I guess it would be early industrial setting, a big city, lots of crowds, lots of buildings, lots of weaving in and out. So I'm actually really looking forward to this game. I hope it lives up to my expectations. And I hope you enjoy. This gameplay is going to look very different from my other games, because in my other games, I had played them before. I may not have remembered exact specifics, but I had a rough idea of what I was doing. I had a rough idea of where to go. This game, I don't. This game, I'm exploring for the first time myself. So the action may be slower paced than it has been in the other games you've seen me do. So, having said that, I've been speaking for quite a while now. Let's just get to it and see what this game holds, okay?
The past is not lost. The past lives inside us. Encoded in the double helix are the experiences of our ancestors. After 3 decades of research, our engineers have forged the cutting edge of biotechnological interfaces. We have unlocked the lives of our forebears. We have opened a window into the past. This is total immersion entertainment. With the press of a button, you will experience the most pivotal moments in history, all from the comfort of home. Welcome to Helix, where the past is your playground.
Last of the heroic Knights Templar, Jacques de Molay was a man of principle, a towering intellect, betrayed by those he trusted. In this episode of Fallen Heroes, experience Jacques de Molay's final tragic hours through the eyes of one of his closest friends and advisors.
Who goes there?
A friend of the temple.
Floirac. The Council's message was absolute. You're not welcome here.
I must speak with the Grand Master.
He's in session. They all are. Another day, perhaps.
King Philip disagrees.
Damn you, man. Why you're not rotting in a cell at this moment, I cannot fathom.
We are betrayed! Draw your swords, men! Defend the temple! Not you, brother. I have a different task for you. Come with me.
King Philip's moving faster than we expected.
Another hand is at work here.
The Pope?
The assassins.
Assassins? I thought the Mongol Khans broke their power decades ago.
The assassins are far older than Masyaf, my friend. Their anarchic delusions are virulent as the plague, less easily eradicated. We will not prevail this night, but if you make haste, we may yet save our order.
What must I do?
Go to the temple. Take the sword and the book. Hide them. They must not fall into the assassin's hands.
Grandmaster, I
Go!
will.
Hold the bridge! Hold! Dad! I have to take a different way.
Pope Clement, hear me? Before this year is out, you will answer for your crimes before God Almighty! And you, King Philip, no punishment is too heinous for the great evil you have inflicted upon the temple! I curse you! Curse you to the 13th generation of your blood! You shall be cursed!
Consumed in flames of hunger and wrath, thus came the age of true wisdom to a blistering close. The Knights Templar, once the proud shepherds of order, peace, and illumination, were no more.
Yeah, let's get a sniffer running. If Abstergo pings us, pull me out. Okay. I have a visual. Hey there. This is probably disorienting, so I'll be brief. I'm Bishop, not my real name, obviously, but that's as much as you'll get today. Please listen carefully. Abstergo is using you, hijacking your neurons to help them sift through genetic memory data. These guys have their fingers in countless corporations, governments, media outlets, and NGOs. But now, they want control over history itself. If that doesn't frighten you, it should. But we're here to stop them, and I need your help. Deacon, preload gene sequence AD16, B13, I87.
Yep, spooling it up.
Last week, we gained access to a bank of unsequenced memories in Abstergo's Helix servers. For now, we'd like you to experience a small sample. This should help you understand our struggle. And after that, you can decide for yourself what comes next. We'll be waiting.
Arno.
Can't I go with you, Father?
Courage, my boy. You wait just here. I will return when this hand reaches the top.
That's forever.
Not as long as all that. And when I get back, we'll see the fireworks. And Arno, no exploring, hmm?
Yes, Father. You'd rather sit without, Prune? Come on.
Garde, attrapez-les. You're gonna get such a thrashing.
Quickly, quickly. Bet you can't steal one.
Thief! Put that back! Damn it! The hell's going on?
Do you know what the penalty is for stealing? Ah, hell. What happened? dare disobey an officer of the peace?
Hurry, through here. Did you see their faces when we stole those apples?
I'm Arno.
Élise.
I'm here with my father.
So am I. He has important business with the king.
What should we do now?
Shh. Listen. Don't worry, they'll never think to look for us in here.
It was my fault. I'm the one who took the apple.
Let's see where they're going. They're getting away.
I sincerely hope this unfortunate affair does not darken your opinion of our nation.
Monsieur, if we judged nations by the character of the
Élise.
Father?
we should all be called barbarians.
Come here, girl. Now.
Father?
Come away, boy.
Arno. Arno. Look at me.